What up, boys? God. I guess we'll try this again. Give it one more try. Okay. Oh. Evil Kitty killed the stream. Nah, it's this phone. This phone is not great. How's my back? How's it sound? You guys just watched me sit down. How spry and agile did I look? Yeah, Kitty did kill the stream, but whatever. Fuck him. Wish I could have squatted. Now it's a little late. Is Paul frozen? No. Paul is not frozen. You got 2 streams going? No, I got 1 stream that died and that I couldn't rejoin from my mobile app. And I've got this stream, which is the one that I started after that happened, because YouTube's mobile app is a piece of shit. But we've been down that road too many times. I'm trying to avoid starting each one of these streams with my cursory YouTube fucking sucks rant, because I'm tired of hearing it. So I'm sure everybody else is too. Nice exchange you had with JF today. Is that what you call it, an exchange? I call it him DMing me answering him back, and then him blocking me. I guess that's an exchange.
What did he ask you?
When I got up this morning, I was waiting for Scotty to get here and TJ to get up, and so I was watching a little bit of his public space shit. And he had this dude on there that had his, like, whatever his white nationalist organization is, Identity Europe or some shit. They've got this symbol. It's like a circle with a triangle in it, and then the triangle has the geometric points, so it looks kind of 3D. That's their not swastika, you know. And he's got that on his on a flag behind him, and I'm sitting there watching him for a few minutes and just kind of marveling at how stupid the discourse is. And then he, like, the flag, whatever little tack he used to put the flag up came out, and the flag just flopped down. So I made a joke about it on Twitter, and then JF DMs me, and he's like, "Hey Paul, it would be nice to catch up. If you want, well, whatever. You can check your Twitter and see the exchange. I posted the whole thing."
Gotcha.
But yeah, he DM'd me trying to be all buddy and like, "Hey, I'll come on your show if you want." And I was like, "Nah." I was cool with you being on a show that I'm on when you were just like a weirdo from Canada that was kind of funny and endearing and lovable, but now that you're a fucking fascist, I'd rather laugh at you than with you. That's basically what I said. The public space. Hey, Paul, let's buddy. No, let's not. Not drinking from a jar from the change. Is the jar thing a southern thing or something, by the way? I don't know. I've always drunk out of mason jars. I guess I do it more now because there's more mason jars in the house, but yeah. But it probably is a southern thing. Paul thinking of becoming a content creator, but wow, it sounds like it would just be a huge disappointment going in this late. I mean, everybody that does this for a living started somewhere, so you know, you got to do that. Looks like you're in a motel. A motel with a Reefer Madness poster on the wall. Cool motel. Hotel Reefer. Yeah. I'd stay at a dude. Totally stay at like a weed-based resort hotel somewhere in a legal state, where it's just like every morning you were woken, by room service, but it's not breakfast they're bringing you, but your assortment of J's for the morning. It's
They
like,
can bring breakfast too.
yeah, yeah, bring us breakfast and a couple of J's, yeah, bacon and eggs and some J's.
Hell yeah. Let's start it.
I mean, dude, whoever does it first is gonna make $1 billion.
Hell yeah.
The weed resort, man. They have those already? Damn. Well, I want to go to one. Where are they at?
Let's go.
Where are they at? If there's one in California, maybe that's what I'll do instead of
Hell yeah.
going to San Francisco. Just go to a weed resort. Price it out. I'll have to look. I'm sure California probably has. Oh, there's some in Colorado. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Well, I don't know, dude. I'll look at them. If they look cool, maybe I'll just hop a flight to Colorado after the fucking LA meetup and go to a weed resort. That sounds pretty good to me. Crack and meth resorts. Wait, they have those already? They do? They do? Okay. Okay. All right, we're up. That's it. This bullshit in. I really liked that cauliflower stuff that you made.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
It was cheesy. Like, I usually am not a huge cauliflower eater, but it was so crispy.
Me either.
Like, I liked the crispy edge on it.
I actually didn't get to do any.
Oh, you didn't?
I fell asleep before it was done.
Fuck, man. That sucks. I thought that square that was taken out of it was you. When I came down, it was still cooking. It was clearly done, so I put it on warm.
Oh yeah.
So it would just stay warm. Like, there was a piece out of it already, so I thought it was you. But I guess it's TJ that did that one. Was that pipe?
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it. Bunch of horse shit. Bunch of goddamn bullshit. Oh, you know what? I bet it's in there. Ah. Sit here and suffer. Smoke some legal tobacco. Chills.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Last stream still says streaming, and it says there's one guy there. I feel bad for the poor fuck who's like, I want. Yeah, poor him. Poor that dude. I can't tell you to shut up. I sure can, man. I just did. In the other stream, yeah. Dual stream. Which one of the three stooges are you, Paul? Probably Curly.
Yeah, definitely.
Work your way to East New York with meetups. Work your way east to New York with meetups in between after LA. Man, that would be fun, but it just ain't in the cards right now. Have you seen Jeff Holiday on Dr. Phil? No. No, I haven't seen Jeff Holiday on Dr. Phil. I think he was on there like debunking some like pseudoscientist chick, right? He's selling some miracle bone powder or some shit that's supposed to cure cancer. And she, I think, didn't she sue him? Like she tried to sue him or for defamation or some shit. Jilly juice, yeah. Jilly juice. Yeah, doctor in quotes, Phil. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Phil. Although I will tell you this, like, I like it when Dr. Phil like stands on principle on things. Like, I remember watching an episode where this teenage girl came on, and any other talk show host is just gonna let like she's throwing like a tantrum. Any other talk show host is gonna let that happen for the views, but Dr. Phil was like, "All right, I'm done. You can leave now. I'm not engaged. I'm not interested in engaging in a screaming match with you. I'm not interested in engaging in this childish behavior. You're done. You're off my show. Goodbye." And she was like, but, wait, is there anything I can do? He was like, nope, you've already showed me what you're like. Get off my stage. Thank you. Best of luck. I was like, whoa, all right, Dr. Phil. All right, that was cool. But whatever. Sorry about your back, Paul. I'm an old fart like you, and I feel your pain. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be a week or two of pain, and then it'll be all right. What a whiny little shit. That's how he got his name, though.
Dude, I was on the phone with my dad, and he was just like, "That's the loudest cat I've ever heard."
He's so vocal.
It's in the background all the time, like, "Meow."
Dude, I let him out yesterday while I was sitting out here doing one of these.
Yeah.
And it was hot, and he's doing his stalking around the house thing. And I saw him, and he went out, that way, and probably went under the house and fucked around, and he came back in through this little gate over here, and he was panting, and he looked just like a cheetah or a lioness that you see in those documentaries where they're like, like I was just like, whoa,
after a hunt.
yeah, I was like, whoa, man, what the fuck are you?
That's pretty cool.
Like I've never seen a cat pant.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I saw him last time he was outside do it.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I thought he had something in his mouth at first. I was like, what are you carrying? But he was just like panting.
He was probably running around in the heat.
Yeah, chase a mouse.
Catches a mouse.
Yeah, Squeaks is a super cat, man. What a wimp. What a wimp. Okay, I got super chat. Let me see. Uh, Super chats. Oh man, I got a bunch. Eating cheesecake and alive, Paul. Life is good. That's cool, man. I envy you. I'd like some cheesecake. You need a pimp monk dose of kratom for that back pain. Yeah. You know what? I might actually try and get a hold of Ashley and see if she's willing to go get me some kratom on her way home. Because I think you're right. I think it would help. Disno rules all. Okay. Well, not yet, but soon it will. Soon it will. Hopefully. If we're all lucky, we get the Disno verse. Whoa, no, I don't want to report anybody. I'm trying to change my chat back to fucking not super chat. God damn. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Fuck, I almost like accidentally reported somebody just trying to switch my fucking chat back to the normal one. I fucking hate this app. It sucks. I haven't seen Solo yet, no. I really do want to go see. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday. I might see if TJ and Chelsea want to come with Ashley and I, or maybe Thursday this week. That might be possible too. But I've been really kind of fiending just to go to the movies and chill. I won't be able to get popcorn, which is one of my favorite things about going to the movies. But I'll just take some beef jerky in there or some shit, some turkey jerky, munch on that. I just been feeling like the experience. I really like. I went a long time in my life where I barely went to the movies ever, and now that I've started going back, I remember why I liked to go so much when I was younger. So I start missing it after a while. Wino popcorn. Just doing a diet, losing some weight, trying to keep things in line with my diet. So yeah, popcorn definitely not on the menu for Paul's ego for a while. You see upgrade. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Is it coming out? Is it out already? Because if it's out already, I might actually see if everybody wants to go see that one. Reach ketosis. Well, TJ and I haven't tested myself yet because I haven't bought keto strips yet. Um, but TJ tested himself yesterday and said he was pretty dark, and he and I started on the same day, and I assume have been around the same amount of faithful to the diet, which I haven't fucked it up at all. So I figure if he's in pretty strong ketosis, then I'm also probably in pretty strong ketosis. So keto is really, really good for fat people. If you're not a fat person and you're just trying to shed like 20 extra pounds, if you're just a little overweight or something, keto is probably not great. But for a real super fat person like me, keto is really good. Bodybuilders, yeah, no, I understand. Like, I'm just saying it's like keto is not the healthiest diet to be on. You're eating a lot of fats, which is a lot of cholesterol and stuff. A lot of that stuff is real bad for you, you know. So it's good to lose weight via ketosis for fat people because it's a good stopgap. You still get to eat a lot of really tasty food that on another diet you probably wouldn't get to eat. But yeah, though I did keto one time. I've talked about this before, but just briefly, I did keto one time before this. I was in my early 20s. I think it was in about 2001, and I did it for around 5 months, I want to say, and maybe even less. It might have been around 4 months, and I lost 50 pounds plus, somewhere between 50 and 60 pounds. So I know it works. I know if you're really, really diligent about it, you start losing weight pretty remarkably fast, especially if you're big like I am. So. I worked out and do no carb to low carb diets. No, in fact, carbs block serotonin from forming, so try low carb. Well, I'm fucking like, whatever, man. Look, I'm doing it. I'm doing the keto diet or whatever. This is day 4, day 3. I think it's day 4. Yeah, this will be day 4. And haven't cheated, haven't had anything high in carbs. I've stayed well under the carb limit, eating mostly meats and cheeses and vegetables. Um, I find that I'm eating a lot less now, just naturally, because I think that the heavy protein stuff that I'm eating, the you know, the uh, the lunch meat and cheeses and stuff. I think it's more filling than a lot of the super carby donuts and type of shit. Oh no, Chelsea's phone. Sounds like a pill commercial. Viagra can give you your life back. Note: Viagra causes dizziness, fainting spells, and heart disease in some patients. There's no reason to stop living your. Oh, damn it. It went to voicemail. I was fine with that. Ambien causes racism. Yeah, I forgot about that, man. You never know. Should pharma advertising be banned? Absolutely. If you're creating a pill, like I don't mind over the counter pharmaceutical advertising. I think that's fair. But if you have to get something prescribed to you by a doctor, that's the doctor's discretion what pill he uses. You shouldn't be walking into your doctor going, "Hey, I want to be on flutoxapol." Fuck that. No, that's why you go to the doctor so the doctor can tell you what you should be on. So yeah, fuck them. Over the counter only for their advertising campaigns if I'm, leader of the free world. All doctors can be trusted. Yeah, dude, way to extrapolate something I didn't say from my statement. You stupid fucking piece of shit. Here, go speak to the wall for a minute. You got 300 seconds to talk to nobody. What a dumb fuck. I hate it when people put words in my mouth, man.
I'm sorry.
What?
Sweet. Did you hear him screaming?
Oh yeah, a little bit. What was going on?
I was clipping his nails. He had like these crazy long talons.
You gangly little bastard.
Done that before.
He's just freaked out.
Yeah, so I put him in a burrito and just put one paw at a time.
He like wrapped him in a towel all tight and would just reach in there and pull one paw at a time.
Yeah, so he wouldn't hurt me.
Well,
He sounded like he was gonna claw my insides out.
if you need help next time, let me know. I'll hold the burrito at least, so it's easier for you. Wow, what a little.
Then I went upstairs and put him down, like let him out of the burrito upstairs and gave him treats and he started rubbing on me and purring. So he was just freaked out. But I was going to apologize to you and your stream for making the cat scream.
I don't think they heard it at all. It was way muffled. I just thought you were playing with him again, honestly, throwing a blanket over him. Is it putting words in your mouth, Paul, if you actually said it? No, but I didn't actually say whatever that dude was trying. Like, what was he trying to extrapolate from what I said? Oh, yeah. He was trying to extrapolate that I don't think that big pharmaceutical companies should be able to advertise prescription drugs to mean that you should trust all doctors. I didn't fucking say that. If you find a doctor to be untrustworthy or the treatment that you're fucking receiving at a doctor to be substandard or not working for you, then go get a second opinion. In fact, go get a second opinion anyway. It's your health. Stupid. The right hates nuance. I don't even know if that was like a right wing thing. Like, just seemed like a dumbass thing. Eat a food cube. Yeah, I wish I had one, man. Watch Requiem for a Dream and you will never go near hard drugs. Well, I've seen Requiem for a Dream and I've gone near hard drugs, so what now? Have you ever listened to Chapo Trap House? No, I have not. I'm not a big podcast listener. I'm more of a podcast maker. Requiem is hilarious. Trap House is legit. Yeah, I might check it out. I mean, I've heard people say it's pretty cool. So like nothing against them. I'm not trying to say they suck. I'm just saying I've never heard of them or not heard of them. I've never heard any of their stuff. Never heard one of their shows. Don't know what they're like, what they're into. I mean, JRE is the gold standard podcast, right? It's the podcast that everybody wishes they had. You just got access to better guests, more eyes than anybody else doing what we do. So, but I guess Joe is probably the podcaster I watch the most. So, but even with him, I don't, watch everything he does. Paul, if you're bored, what's your go-to thing? Mine's video games. Video games is on my list, but it's never my first thing. If I'm bored, I go looking for a conversation somewhere. That's always the first thing on my list. If I'm alone and there's no chance for that, then yeah, probably a video game or watch a movie. Have you seen Candace on JRE? Candace. You should do a movie marathon of all the great movies you will never watch again for Cinema for Saying. Yeah, I can't put those movies on, like I can't watch those movies with you guys without unless we come up, unless we can figure out a place where we just have live stream content, where something is streamed and then it's never seen again. That might be possible because there'd be no copyright bullshit. I know they have like Rabbit. I mean, maybe we could do something like that with the Discord folks. Maybe that could be part of the $10 perk or some shit. Or maybe just added to the $5 perk. That'd probably make more sense. But yeah, because I forgot that the $5 perk now has Discord roles too. So that might be kind of fun. Just like watch whatever movie we want on Rabbit together. It would just require everybody that wanted to be there to go download Rabbit and shit. But other than that, it's pretty simple to use. Rabbit sucks. I mean, yeah, it does, but it would allow us to use Discord as the voice platform and mute ourselves on Rabbit, and then I could just play any movie I wanted and pause it whenever we wanted to talk, and you know. How does Cinema Sins get away with copyright? I don't watch a lot of Cinema Sins, so I don't know. I'm assuming they're just using small chunks of the stuff. Like if you use 5 to 10 seconds of a copyrighted work, especially in a movie, you're usually okay. Music is a whole different story. If you use 5 seconds of Smell Like Teen Spirit, you're probably going to get a flag. But movies are not usually that way. 5, 10 seconds of a movie or a TV show usually isn't enough to draw a copyright flag. So he's probably just using a lot of small clips broken up with commentary is what I would guess. I mean, I use clips in my reviews too. I try and err on the side of caution with them because I know use a little too much or you pick the wrong movie or the wrong clip. You can also tell too that a lot of clips in movies that are really big memes about that movie, like the "you can't handle the truth" moment from A Few Good Men, if you play that 10 seconds, you're getting flagged because they've definitely got the watchdogs on that. But if you play something earlier in the movie, not as well known a scene, not an integral part of the plot, not the most memorable thing from the movie, then, you might be able to get away with only playing Nicholson saying, "You can't handle the truth." And that's it. You might be able to get away with that. If you bookend it at all, you're fucked, So you got to be, it's always tiptoeing through the fucking tulips on YouTube, man. Especially as a movie reviewer, because you want to show people the visuals. You want to give people a little taste of what you're talking about. You want to be able to lecture something and then point to an object lesson, but you can't. You got to be careful. You like Chris Stuckman? No. I mean, I don't dislike him. I just don't watch. I don't know. I don't even really know who he is. I played only the audio from part of a movie trailer and it was flagged. Yeah, you can't do trailers. That's another thing. If you're gonna do cuts, like from a movie in a movie review or some shit, you gotta get the movie and you gotta download the movie and cut it up from the movie. You cannot use trailers because trailers, once again, are heavily fucking watched and copyrighted and shit. And they're even almost watched harder than some parts of movies. Like you just gotta be smart about where you pull things from when you're pulling movie clips for a video. Like TJ will back me up on that. Like if you're using clips from a movie, right? There are a lot of things you have to consider before you use a clip. Number one, you only want to use 5 or 10 seconds max.
Right.
Number two, it can't be the big moment of the movie. Like the one I used is, "You can't handle the truth." You show that 10 seconds, bookended either way, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You can't use, if it has like Nirvana playing in the background, you're fucked. If it has music at all, you got to be wary, unless it's the orchestral score for the film.
Right. Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit you have to consider when you're using clips. But if you're smart about it, you can usually get away with it.
It depends on the studio too and how protected they are of that particular movie.
Yeah.
There's lots of considerations too. But yeah, generally you don't want to use more than 10 seconds of a clip at a time.
And not the biggest 10 seconds in the film either, because that's it.
But I mean, like, there's definitely some channels that get away with using clips like that.
Like you might be able to play, "You can't handle the truth," and that's it.
Yeah, but if you try to show that whole scene, you're
Right.
No, you're not. You're fucked.
"Our nation is built on walls." I can't remember how that speech goes. "Somebody has to guard those walls. Do you want to do it, Lieutenant? Do you want to do it, Lieutenant Feinberg?" Yeah, it's a great speech. There's some great moments in that movie too. I really like the time when the first time Tom Cruise's character meets Nicholson's character, and he's being all brusque and shit with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need access to those files and stuff," and You know, Nicholson hears him out, and then as he's walking away, he goes, "Hey, you know, you can have access to those files, but you gotta ask me nicely." And Tom Cruise is like, "Excuse me? I said you gotta ask me nicely." He goes on a little tirade about him. He's like, "Yeah, if you think you're gonna come in here with your faggot white uniform and your faggot Harvard etiquette and tell me what to do, then you're wrong. You gotta ask nicely." I love that shit, dude. That's a good movie, man. Kind of feel like watching that movie now. You gotta ask me nicely. Nicholson's a fucking legend, dude. Nicholson is a legitimate legend among men. There will never be another like him. Go ahead. Go ahead, kitty. Go run. Go run, go play. Go run, go play. I'm gonna move this charade outside with you guys here. I'm also gonna take this. Fuck. Everything I do fucking hurts. All right, let's see. Get rid of that. Plug this in over here. Plug this in right here. And then plug this in right here. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Plug that in right there. And I'll be charging. All right, I'm gonna have to do this in a couple trips, I guess, because this is just not gonna work otherwise. Ouch. I'm gonna move this out here so you guys can actually have like a living room and shit. Oh. Whoa, whoa. You don't have to do it right, but will one of you be willing to get that dinosaur out of my room in a minute? It's just those stairs fucking kill my ass. You don't have to do it right now, I'm just saying in a bit. Yeah, I locked him up earlier because he was being an asshole while we were meeting. Just being a whiny piece of shit. Phone stand.
Dude, you need to get one of those stupid pop things on the back, dude.
Well, I'm getting a new phone, so
Get one of those
maybe I will.
little fucking pop. I know they're fucking retarded, but it'd make you wouldn't have to.
Can I get one with something cool on it?
Yes.
Get whatever you want.
Dude, my thing fell off. I don't even have a fucking thing on the back of mine. It's just like the plastic part. It still works.
Oh, I want something cool on mine though.
I could buy a cool one and put it in here. But I haven't done it because I don't care. You can get whatever the fuck you want, dude. Probably one with like the dude from the Big Lebowski or something on it.
Take that off mine.
The dude.
We should sell a DFF one of those.
Yeah, I want a DFF one. I want one with our logo on it.
That'd be cool.
That would be sweet. But whatever.
What up, chat?
Oh shit. TJ just walking up in the frame, yo. Just like, what the fuck up, chat? Life worse. Favorite DFF?
What's your DFF suggestion?
Oh man, holy shit! Haven't we done one that was a fan suggest? Yeah, it wasn't the Prohibition one fan suggested.
Yep. Well, that was fan suggested and voted on. It was the most popular option. Well,
That was one of our funnest shows for me personally too.
it was the second most requested one anyway.
Sure, but still a suggestion we took.
Yeah. What was my favorite episode we did was one we did recently. It's like last week, or the week before. What was it? went really well.
I don't know. I'd have to look at a list of our episodes, honestly. I tend to put them in the past as soon as they're done.
Me too.
You have to. Because it's like, all right, next show.
You're always focused on the next show, not the last show.
Oh, Sega versus Nintendo.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite, at least in terms of making it. That was like the most fun for me.
Yeah, that one was fun. I'll agree on that. I think the energy was good.
Movie villains was fun as fuck.
I like all our lists, honestly. I mean, some of them have been better than others. I'll admit, but I always have fun making those lists, man. I think there's a cross section of nitpicky fucks in the audience like me and you that enjoy the meaninglessness of arguing about something so utterly trivial. Like.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest badass ever? It's like, who cares? But I do.
Yeah.
I always have.
The cool thing about making lists with you guys is that I have like a totally different set of sensibilities.
Right.
So there's a lot of fucking arguments.
Well, all three of us do, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Scotty's got his set of sensibilities.
Scotty seem like you're usually more on the same page.
Yeah, that is true, and that's strange. But you're right. Yeah, when it comes to like, especially movie shit, he and I end up landing kind of in the same zone usually.
Yeah, and then I'm always trying to make cuts. You guys are like, no, absolutely not.
That's part of the fun, though, dude.
Oh man, that's the fun.
Yeah, just the arguments and the
arguing about that shit.
the acrimony,
That shit with when we were doing the fat people list.
Yeah.
Where it was like we were trying to. It was like you guys wanted to cut John Candy and I wanted to cut Babe Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like so intense.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Like, fuck you, he's a legend.
I don't even care about Babe Ruth. In that moment I did, but right now I couldn't give a fuck less.
It's like the difference of the moment. Man.
I still think Cobain was robbed of the top 10 heartthrobs. I think you're right too, but whatever. You know what I mean? I'm only one man. My vote only counts once.
That
So
was one that had to go to a poll. And he lost,
Yeah.
but by a very slim margin to someone else.
Yep.
I forget who.
Is what it is, though. I agree. I think, whatever. I can appreciate the attractiveness of a dude, and Kurt is one of the attractive guys, man. He's got that thing. He's got everything.
He
He's got that devil may care look about him,
The
like.
thing that's so great about Cobain's look was that he looked kind of like feminine enough to appeal to that sort of like, oh, he's like a sensitive guy, but he looked rugged enough that he didn't look like a pussy.
Right. He walked that line. You're right. He just had he was just a really blessed with good features and shit. So he kind of looked slovenly. He looked like it was effortless, and maybe it was. He looked like he just rolled out of bed, and threw on his old grandpa's old sweater and went on stage.
I him as being way more crafted than he presented himself as being.
Oh, I'm sure he was. He knew what people were wearing in the underground punk scene and the grunge scene as it started to be born and stuff, and he knew how to wear that type of stuff, and he knew what the counterculture movement of the time was, and knew how to wear all the t-shirts that would incite conversation and shit when he knew. Obviously he knew. Nobody that doesn't know that shit becomes a major fucking person of any stripe. Musician, public speaker, politician. Like, if they don't know how to craft their public image, they usually don't go very far.
He was an immense fucking talent across the board.
Yeah. I mean, G.G. Allen just came up in the chat, and he's a great example of somebody that didn't know how to craft their public image, or didn't care, too.
I mean, I don't know. G.G. Allen crafted an interesting image.
I mean, he had an image, but it was an image that excluded him from ever being rich at what he did. It was excluded him from ever being genuinely successful at what he did. Like, at the end of G.G. Allen's life, he was still living on whatever he could make at the bar he played last night, in hotels, drinking himself to death. You know what I mean? He was living like basically a destitute hobo at the end of his life.
Yeah, well, I mean, throughout his life, really.
Right.
But, I mean, I think that's what he wanted for himself, though.
Sure. I mean, I don't begrudge him that. I'm just saying, like, public image, I don't think was something that he considered in his day-to-day. I don't think Gigi was like, yeah, I'm going to shit on this guy's face tonight, and then I'm going to punch him. I think he probably just did that.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to do a DFF on G.G. Allen at some point.
Yeah, you know what? The only if we could find a way to stream somewhere where like we're not gonna get pulled down immediately, like maybe we could get away with just streaming it for patrons. Like, cause I'd like to watch some of the crazier shit he did, like some cuts from Hated, where you know that shows him dancing around with his little dick out, you know,
That might just be-
shitting on the stage and rubbing it in people's faces and stuff.
Yeah. we
Like-
might have to- I don't know. We can look into it and figure it out.
I mean, if we just streamed it and never let it go live and then immediately moved it over to our archive site, are we subject to getting pulled for that?
Yeah. I don't
Nobody's no eyes are on it, right? While we're streaming.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Because it'd be nice to do some episodes where we didn't have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a crazy fuck.
Can't you stream a GG Allen DFF on Vimeo?
Maybe.
You probably could. I just don't, you know. I want it to be simple for our patrons. I don't want to add another
I have to
fucking.
see what Sprout socials or Sprout whatever the hell we're using video.
Yeah, to host our videos for the archive.
I didn't know what I don't know what their content standards are, so I need to see that.
Sure.
You know, some of our patrons might not be age appropriate, for all I know.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't even think. Well, they got to have a fucking credit card. I mean, we can reasonably assume that they're age appropriate. A 16-year-old can't have a fucking credit card.
We just have, yeah, maybe we put it spot that's kind of not, you know, NSFW.
Yeah.
Thing too, like, hey,
You know,
so-
18 plus or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, you know.
look, if kids are out there in our patron sphere, they're gonna watch whatever we put out anyway. So
Well, you know, I mean, I think if we put the thing and just like, hey, this is not age appropriate, you know, it's up to your discretion, whatever.
just put it up on a torrent. Yeah, but then our patrons have to download BitTorrent and learn how to use it, which is pretty easy. But you got to understand, the more barriers you put between patron and content, the more salty the patron becomes, and I don't blame them. It's like they want one place they can go to see everything. That's how I would want it too if I was a patron of us. So we got to figure out a way that's simple to get this stuff to them if we're going to do it that way.
Well, I'll look into it to see it. I mean, like, maybe we can fucking host it at goddamn Pornhub or something. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. We could make a private video on Pornhub and share it with the patrons,
I
or
don't know if they let you do private videos over there, but
yeah, I don't know how it works.
I'll look into it.
I never made a Pornhub account. I just browse the wares over there.
It'd be interesting to see what hell is going on.
Thank you, Chelsea. Hey, Dinor, did you eat? Yeah, you did. Smell it already. He's low on dry food, so he's been getting the fancy schmancy wet food this last couple of days, dude. The good stuff.
He's gonna have doggy diarrhea soon.
Nah, he's always good with the wet food.
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, he is. He is a good boy.
He did. It's like, ah, Chelsea! Yeah, he doesn't like being up there, but when he's being a fucking asshole and we're trying to meet, he's got to go. Because I can't talk with him chasing the fucking cat around and whining at the door. I can't pay attention to anything but him. So it's like, upstairs you go. Upstairs you go. Don't eat wood, please.
Barking every time a fucking leaf falls outside.
Oh my god, man.
Ah.
He does have a high.
He's got a real annoying bark. It's loud, it's shrill, it's
ear piercing.
ear piercing and repetitive. It's the worst kind of bark. And he's had that since he was a puppy.
Yeah, Dino, your bark sucks, dude.
Fucking disgusting outside.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm swimming.
it is pretty gross out here, you're right. I mean, I'm not like, it's not red alert bad for me, because I'd be dripping sweat if it was that bad. But man, it's just like so much of the time in Louisiana has been right on that line. We're just like, yeah, this is miserable but tolerable. I bet it'll get worse as the summer deepens. See you, Chelsea.
Have fun.
DFF Special Ops, Paperclip, Mockingbird, COINTEL Pro, MK Ultra. That might be kind of fun to look at all the different weird declassified FBI, CIA programs, shadow ops and shit. I mean, you've got to put the Bay of Pigs in there, the Gulf of Tonkin, all these kind of shady underground stuff. That'd be kind of fun, maybe. We just had a meeting today where we lined out our next month, so
I'm really excited about this one.
me too. There's a lot of really interesting stuff coming up in this in June for patrons and casual viewers alike. So yeah, we had a really enthusiastic conversation earlier about next month's stuff. Everybody had a lot of input, and we all had a lot of good ideas, and all of them are represented. So I think it's going to be fun.
Got a little bit of history.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, a little bit of competition, a little bit of
modern societal shit.
Yeah.
So there's a good balance of stuff coming at you pretty soon.
I'll tell you what though, I felt pretty similarly about this last month of content as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it all turned out pretty well.
yeah. I mean, your favorite episode ever happened during it, so.
I can't think of an episode this month that didn't go well.
No. I mean, not all of them were equal in you know, quality and entertainment value, I think. I mean, if we're being honest.
I mean, sure.
They can't be with a show like this. But yeah, I stand behind everything we put out this month. I think it was all fun.
Maybe there was like one or two that got a little dry, but
yeah, I mean, you know, that's part of pacing. You know, I think we're getting way better at that as time goes on. You especially have been really good at kind of keeping things moving last month, and not allowing you know, one little avenue of conversation to get stale. So I don't know, man. I feel really good about last month, and I feel really good about next month as well, or this month.
Yep. I think it's gonna be good. I mean, I like the episodes that we got planned out.
You guys should get an intern that you'd let live in the shed on a leash. Cool, yeah, let's do that. I'm down if the guys are down. Get an unpaid intern. They can live in the garage on a chain. We'll just put a little, you know, whatever they need in there, a little laptop or something. We'll put a little porta potty in there. Call him the Gimp. See, a bunch of people are already saying they'd do it.
I'll do it.
I'll be the Gimp.
Better than the life I live now. Fuck it.
Yeah, you've just got to sit there quietly like a Gimp, and when we ask you to look something up, you know, like Joe Rogan does with his producer, but he's very respectful to his producer. We're not going to be respectful to you.
Like Gimp.
We're going to be like, Gimp, pull this up quickly, and if you don't do it quickly, you're punished later. You know, I don't know. I don't want to take part in it, but maybe TJ will give you a paddling or something.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the Gimp in line, you know. And we'll get you trained eventually. The perfect show Gimp.
It's going to be good.
Gimp, find us this soundbite quickly. All right, he's got it. There we go. Good Gimp. Yeah, that's right. You're a good Gimp, aren't you?
This has to happen now.
Yeah, we got to get a Gimp. We got to get a Gimp turn, dude.
Gimp.
Gimp turn. It's got to happen, dude. What's it cost us? A Gimp mask? You probably already got one. In fact, I know you got one. I used it in one of our fucking...
I think Ben has that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
it costs us a GIMP mask.
It ain't that expensive to get a new GIMP mask.
I'll do it for service hours. Nah, dude, unpaid internship. You're getting dual experience here. Not only are you getting experience working on a growing podcast, but you're getting experience living as a GIMP, dude. We're giving you a fucking big piece of gold on a platter here.
Yeah. This is gonna be one of the formative experiences of your fucking life.
Yep.
We're supposed to give you all that and pay you at the same time?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Spiked banana hammock, a GIMP mask, a dog collar with a big leash on it. Yep. Coolman says he'd pay us to do it. Well, that's talking right there. All right. Anybody top that? No, that would be fun though. It would be fun to have a show GIMP.
A GIMP.
Only a spiked banana hammock. All right, like a chastity belt then. Like one of those horrible chastity devices that they use. Yeah, we'll put them in one of those. GIMP mask. Nipple clamps 24/7. Maybe in fact you're not even led around by your dog collar. You're led around by the chains that come off of your nipple clamps. Yeah, that's a real GIMPlitude, man. We're gonna GIMP you out proper. Has TJ ever used a cock cage? What's a cock cage?
That's just a type of chastity device.
Oh, have you ever used one?
Nope.
No, never caged his cock.
Nope.
Oh, it's just put in a cage so you can't touch it, and nobody can touch it?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's supposed to just prevent you from getting any sexual release, you know.
Got
It's
it.
like a way of taking edging to a fucking crazy extreme.
Got it.
Usually it's like a cuck thing, like because.
Oh, really?
You know,
They'll put that on them and then they'll fuck somebody else in front of them?
Yeah, you know, or sometimes you'll see the cock cage, and then they'll have like a strap on, and then she'll ride the strap on that's attached to you.
Oh, so she gets off but you don't?
Yeah.
Got it.
You're being teased because she's like, you know, still mounting you and shit, but you just don't get any like physical, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever.
I just don't take, I like the whole teasing thing.
It's just taking it to a
Yeah, I just don't like the
too
extreme.
far of an extreme.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind. I like the foreplay and shit. This YouTube app actually kept the stream going.
Whoa.
Holy shit, it actually worked like something that's usable as a streaming platform. There was an interruption to my stream, and when my phone stopped overheating when I came inside, it let me restart it. I'm fucking flabbergasted.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented professionalism from YouTube. Props to the tubes. Of course, I lost 300 of my fucking viewers in the process, but whatever. It's not YouTube's fault. It's my fault for sitting my phone in the sun.
Holy shit. Jesus.
You feeling up to a legal tobacco cigarette?
I am indeed.
Cool.
Oh, don't I sound up to it?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Oh.
You feeling up to rolling one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Give me 1
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, no rush. Just asking. Coughing. Smoke, smoke, smoke.
Fuck me. That's horrible.
So,
Yikes.
yeah, when you get to the ass end of a hit, it's a pretty booty.
I just hate them.
You just got to be careful, not take that ass end hit, because it's bootsy.
Let's see what Donald Trump's up to.
What is he up to?
I'm gonna read some tweets.
Oh shit!
20 minutes ago. The fake news media is desperate to distract from the economy and record-setting economic numbers, and so they keep talking about the phony Russian witch hunt.
Hasn't the Dow been losing points ever since he announced those tariffs?
Yep.
Oh,
Let's see. 500 days of greatness, right? The appointment of the special counsel is totally unconstitutional. Despite that, we play the game because I, unlike the Democrats, have done nothing wrong.
Wow.
Farmers have not been doing well for
We
15
play the
years.
game.
Mexico, Canada, China, and others have treated them unfairly. By the time I finish trade talks, that will change. Barriers against U.S. farmers and other businesses will finally be broken. Massive trade deficits no longer. Rock on. Fuck. What the fuck? The U.S. has made such bad trade deals over so many years that we can only win!
That's all we can do.
Here's the real classic. As has been stated by numerous legal scholars, I have the absolute right to pardon myself. But why would I do that when I have done nothing wrong? In the meantime, the never-ending witch hunt led by 13 very angry and conflicted Democrats and others continues into the midterms.
Great.
I like how he's like, yeah, I can totally pardon myself. Not that I need to, because I'm guiltless and blameless.
He's preparing everybody for what he's gonna do. Honestly, like, he's that dumb.
Listen, when I eventually pardon myself, I have the right to do it.
Right.
He doesn't.
And then that previous tweet was, hey, when I eventually interfere in this investigation by firing somebody, it's because it's all just a game. And right now I'm just playing the game. But when I'm done playing the game and I fire Bob Mueller or Rod Rosenstein, well,
Game over.
yep, game over at that point. But that's all it is a game. Yeah, you can just tell what his strategy is. The closer, if this ever gets close enough to actually legally threaten him, then he's just gonna pull the plug on it. And constitutional crisis mode will be in effect. Because I don't think there's any way the fucking Senate is gonna let him fire Mueller or Rod Rosenstein at this point. Or Jeff Sessions. Pretty sure he's spending that goodwill. Okay. All right, back. All right. Look, I'm done. I'm done moving around. I'm where I'm gonna be. I'm right where I'm gonna stay. Yeah. Okay. How often do you trim your pubes? That's actually interesting. I hadn't trimmed my pubes for like probably well over a year. Now I'm not a real puby dude. I've got some pubes, but I don't have like a giant fucking forest of pubes. I'm pretty lucky there. So yeah, it'd been about a year since I trimmed my pubes until I think it was last week. Like I was taking a piss and I was just looking at them and I was like, man, these pubes are pretty gangly. So I just got some fucking safety scissors and trimmed all my pubes back. So, you know, not shaved, but trimmed. Nice. What the fuck is that? Is that just like a zit that, or oh, it's a fucking mosquito bite.
On your head?
In the middle of my forehead.
What?
Oh my god. Fuck me, dude.
Iceland, dude. Gotta go to Iceland.
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere where there's no fucking skeeters, man.
That's Iceland, dude.
I'd be like cool in Iceland. What about Greenland? Do they got skeeters?
I don't know. I just saw a thing today that said Iceland had no mosquitoes, and I'm like, going to Iceland.
Yeah, you know what? The infrastructure there is really good. I just don't think it's very easy to immigrate there. But fuck it, dude. Let's move to Iceland.
Yeah, why the fuck not? We're going to Iceland, dude. We're going to Iceland.
California or Colorado have a very few. I mean, I won't speak for Colorado, but I was born and raised in California, and there are swarms of pestilential mosquitoes that descend every fucking year. Anywhere where it gets hot and there's a little water nearby. So maybe Colorado's relatively skeeter free, but California is bustling.
If you go to fucking, like when I was living in the high deserts of California,
Yeah, that's true.
I never saw a fucking mosquito.
Yeah.
I almost saw no bugs at all. Like when I was living in like the Palmdale, Lancaster area,
Yeah. So that's up the Tehachapi and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in the legit high desert. That's cool.
It's about an hour north of LA.
Yeah, near Palm Springs, right?
Yeah, pretty reasonably.
Like half an hour or so.
Something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah, I've never been to Lancaster, but I've been to Palm Springs a bunch of times. Yeah, I really like the high desert of California, man. I got to be honest with you, man. There's something peaceful about it. And I had a really cool experience going through there too.
Tell you what, it's not bad. One thing I found disappointing is food there kind of sucked.
Yeah. I mean, you're far enough from the ocean where everything's frozen in. There's no local beef there. You know, it's all packed and frozen in.
It's like, because you're in the middle of a desert with a bunch of other people, there's not really like a lot of fresh local ingredients in anything.
Yeah, that does
So
suck.
it's kind of like,
I've never lived up there, so I wouldn't even have considered that.
There's no fucking bugs. There's
Yeah.
no,
I mean, there are bugs up there, but there's
well,
not
I mean, not really though.
not like fucking swarms of fucking blood-sucking mosquitoes and shit.
Like, there's not enough. There's enough that you don't see them every day.
Right.
There's not a day that passes in Louisiana where I don't see bugs.
Oh yeah, they're just part of your life.
Outside, there's bugs. Inside, there's bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs. Like, I'll be sitting here in the fucking chair and there's a mosquito going, "What's up, buddy?"
Yeah.
So fuck that.
I was just I cut through the high desert when I was moving back from Arizona. I was driving a U-Haul towing my car, and I took the cut through the high desert and went down the Tehachapi Pass to try and cut around the worst of LA, and ended up fucking myself. It was even worse going that way, but whatever. I ended up alone out there in the high desert for about 2 hours, and I was able to tune into this weak AM radio signal of this dude that was doing like a pirate broadcast and just like ranting against the government, like an Alex Jones type, but homebrew, you know? Some dude that was living out there in the desert somewhere and running a pirate signal. And it was awesome. And he was just like, you know, I can't even remember who the political figures were at that time because it's so long ago, but just everybody, you know, just excoriating everyone, and conspiracies woven in there, and alien mythology woven in there.
Dude, I respect that kind of shit.
Just like a total ranting and raving broadcasting lunatic
Dude,
out there.
I love a good lunatic, man.
I've wanted to do a movie about that for the longest time because it was night when I was driving through, so it's clear fucking night. You know how it is up there in the high desert. You see every fucking star. Fucking moon is all bright and shit, and he's just ranting and raving for like 2 hours as I'm driving through the high desert. As soon as I started going down to Tehachapi, he faded, and I've never been able to. I've been through there a bunch of times, and I always scan the AM frequencies to see if I can find him again, but I've never been able to find him again. I've been through there a bunch of times, but every time I go, I try.
Might have fucking got hit by the FCC.
Yeah, I mean, he's close enough to population centers doing that shit, but there's some weird shit out there too. There's like a separatist movement almost. There's a bunch of people who are fighting against. I guess the government is about to grant an Indian tribe in that area a big swath of the desert, and some of it includes like land that some farmers graze on or some shit. And there's like all this weird propaganda on the road, like these big signs, like, you know, don't let Indians steal what's ours, and blah 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 blah. You know, it's like, what the fuck, man? There's some crazy shit going on out there. Mr. Super Chat. Okay.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of why I like it. It sounds like it's just where lunatics end up going to be left alone, you know?
Yeah, lunacy is good. Dude, I love a good lunatic, man.
Yeah. Tomorrow I start my regular 2 weeks of 12-hour construction night shift, no days off. So take my hard-earned money and keep creating awesome content. Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
May our shows help you through the tedium
Yeah.
of your shitty job.
Yep.
If we can't do that for you, then what fucking good are we?
I mean, that's all I hope to accomplish. Make the unbearable pain of life a little less unbearable.
Yeah, dude. That's what we. Yeah. It's the most valid function of a fucking entertainer.
Yep.
Provide people with an escape.
Paul, come on a desert walk with me and we will find peyote and have some fun. I would actually totally fucking do peyote. I've just never had the opportunity.
I am in the same boat, so yeah, anyone out there, if we got any crazy fans that have peyote, yeah.
Well, let's not do that. That's illegal. Scratch that.
Shut up. I'm down.
I gave him the wink. Shut up, TJ.
Peyote,
I
dude.
winked.
I can't, I mean, I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just saying, you know, if you happen to be a crazy fuck with some peyote, you know.
Peyote kills. Fucking every substance kills, except marijuana.
Sunlight kills. Fucking, you can overdose on water. Fuck you.
I want to try peyote, man. Peyote is like a desert fungus.
That shit'll make you sick.
It's a cactus flower, I think, actually. It's not a fungus. But
yeah, I think you're like, for the first hour or something after you take it, you're like,
yep.
feeling horrible.
Yep, you might even puke. But then after that, you're supposed to enter kind of like a trance-like state and have a very hallucinogenic experience. So,
I want to commune with the fucking spirit animal.
Yeah, I want to do it. I also, you know, another one that I want to do really bad is ayahuasca, which is like a South American tradition. I think you can actually do ayahuasca in LA. I might consider they have like ayahuasca huts there that you can go and pay and do. That might be kind of fun to do. Film it.
Yeah.
Film Paul's ayahuasca trip. But yeah, you take the ayahuasca and it makes you throw up violently for about 20 or 30 minutes. And then at the end of that, you just trip balls. So there's supposed to be a shaman there that guides you through your trip. Incense and smoke blowing in your face and stuff. And he's telling you things. And I want it, man. I'd do that.
Cool. I don't really want the shaman, though.
I want the experience that the people that started doing the drug had. If they had a shaman there, it's probably because it helps you trip. He probably leads you down a rabbit hole. Gives you that spiritual connection, you know.
Dude, you know what I did last night?
What?
I came out here on the couch. I was like, I'm sitting here. I'm like, I just turned the TV. The TV, like, something fucked up on it was off. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I haven't done because I'm always distracted by like the phone or this or that. I'm just gonna sit here and just be.
Oh yeah.
For a minute, you know, like let's see what happens when I just turn off all the stimulus and just sit here.
How did you feel?
What I learned is that I am fucking weird. Like the shit that kept coming to my head was just like, what is going on?
Just like crazy, violent, pornographic shit, or what?
No, more like, okay, so I'm sitting on this couch, I'm like, what if the couch started floating? You know, so I started imagining it floating up, and then I'm like, what if gravity reversed? And I just imagine, like, what would happen if everything was falling upwards toward the ceiling.
Right.
Then, like, I kept imagining Rick over there on that poster, like, shooting laser beams at me.
Yeah.
Like lasers out of his eyes, like through my chest, like.
Yeah, it's too dark for you guys to see. I was trying to show them but yeah, we've got a big Rick and Morty mural there.
It's just like, it was all kinds of trippy, almost acid level shit, just not quite as strong as if I was on acid. So I just learned that my brain, just like naturally, if it's left to its own devices, will just go to like a trippy space and be like, yeah, what if this happened?
You know what, dude?
What if this happened? What if this happened?
You might be like a really good candidate for meditation and shit, because like mindfulness meditation is all about what you just talked about there. Like beingness and allowing your mind to go wherever it goes.
No, I decided that I need to spend an hour each day reading a book and an hour each day not stimulating myself in any way and just being in my own mind.
I mean, that's pretty smart use of your time, I think.
I mean, like, I think I can dedicate that. I just need to figure out how I'm going to schedule it.
I meditate right before bed.
I'm thinking what I'm going to do is that, you know, my new bedtime ritual is like an hour or so before I feel like I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just going to fucking sit there and like kind of like, okay, I'm not even necessarily going to sleep, just go to bed.
Right.
Because what happens now is I get in my bed and I get on my phone and I play some stupid app or something. So what I think I'm going to do instead of that shit is once I'm done with the world for the day, I'm going to go find somewhere isolated to just sit and be for like an hour or half an hour or whatever, however long it's interesting to me.
Leave your fucking phone somewhere else.
Yeah, and just have none of the stimulation. Sit somewhere that's like maybe dark, but not so dark that I can't see my surroundings.
Right.
To some extent, and just kind of exist there and just be in my own brain. And then when I go to bed,
shut up.
When I go to my bed, instead of fucking around on my phone, I'm just gonna read.
Yeah.
And maybe like get like a little reading lamp by my side of the bed and just like read a book until I'm too tired to focus anymore and go to sleep.
Yeah. Here you go, dude. Yeah. I might try and start doing the reading thing too. I mean, I have been reading more lately than I have in the past. I've been slowly but surely chewing through my second read through of the conspiracy against the human race. And then after that, I want to try and move through some of these books Frack Skull has sent me because I've got a pile of them up there, man, and they all look really cool.
Yeah.
So
I got a lot of shit I want.
I need to get one of those nighttime reading lamps.
Howard Blum sent me a copy of his book that he's working on now.
Like his first draft or something?
Yeah, like the first draft or whatever it is.
Cool.
I feel like whatever he's working on. Because he's like, I want some people that know me to read my shit. And he sent it to me about a week ago, and I haven't even looked at it.
Oh, dude, you gotta read that, man.
I'm probably gonna. Thing is, it's on my fucking desktop. I need to figure out some way to get it. Maybe I'll just copy it over to a Google Doc and read it on my phone.
That's the way to do it.
And I'll just sit there and scroll through it and shit.
Yep. Or make it a PDF.
Yeah. Maybe even try to figure out some way to get it, formatted as not an audio book, but as like
a PDF book
yeah.
Or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I mean, your phone will do a lot of auto formatting and make it pretty readable for you if you just put it.
Yeah, if I just
put it into PDF form. Yeah, or move it to a Google Doc. Yeah, because like I can go to any of the Google Docs that I've written for my scripts and shit, and they're real readable on the phone.
Yeah, so I'll probably just do that because I don't really want to sit there and read it on my desktop.
See, but doesn't that kind of like, aren't you worried about some of the shit they say about phones though? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of your like saying like I want to just reduce the stimulus?
Right, but I mean I'm not.
Why don't you just print it out and get a reading lamp and read it?
I would just print it out, but I'd have to literally go somewhere because there's no way our printer, because it's like fucking it's long.
Well, just take it into Kinko's or something. There's one right down the street. Not a Kinko's, but like there's a coffee shop right down the street.
I'd probably have to go do that.
Yeah, just take it down there. You don't even have to have it. You just email it to them.
Yeah.
And they'll print it right there.
So many pages, it might be fucking pretty expensive.
They'll bind it. I mean, no, dude. I've done like print jobs like that. You rarely go over $20. Like even if unless it's like a 2,000 page document or something, which I severely doubt.
Yeah. So I mean, I might do something like that. I'm not sure, but I do want to read his book because he sent it to me to give him input and shit.
One of the things that I'm trying to do at night is I still listen to shit on my phone, but I'm making sure I'm not in the glow of it for the last hour.
Helps you sleep better.
Yeah.
They say you shouldn't even look at a damn screen like within an hour of bedtime.
Yeah.
Because all that residual light just stays as an after image in your eyes and shit.
I really want to get like I've seen a couple of different kinds, and I used to have one back in California, a reading lamp for night that they have them that like either you clip them on the book.
Yeah.
Or they have like a soft headband thing that you wear with a headlamp on it that illuminates the book where you're looking at it.
I already have one of those.
Oh, do you?
So I could probably just use that.
Oh yeah. Does it work well?
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind it is? Because I want to get one for myself. Because that's really what's keeping me from reading is like at night I don't want to keep Ashley up, but I can't fucking see. Oh, cool. It's fine. What? It's fine. Your screen can shift its color spectrum. Yeah, I can install that. There's that fucking program. I have it installed on my computer, and I actually really like it. In the evening hours, my computer is way less blue light, so it gets kind of amber, kind of. Oh, cool. Is this comfortable to wear for long periods? It feels like it would be kind of nasty.
I like it.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty comfortable for me.
It's just like it's an energizer.
I guess the battery. I don't know. There's probably lots of
Yeah.
different ones you could buy. that are
Cool.
The same basic thing, but like, yeah.
Yeah. I had the one that clipped onto the book, and it was cool, but it was kind of cumbersome to
They
use.
got like.
Oh, you can do red light?
They got all 3 lights, just the big one, just the 2 on the side.
Okay, so you got some different options. Have you ever used the red light? Does it help?
I've never really used it for reading. I use it like. I guess I probably shouldn't talk about it.
I just touched it. Oh no.
No, it's nothing.
No,
like
I'm
that.
kidding.
It's just I don't know.
No, it's
It might be
whatever.
embarrassing for Chelsea or something.
Did you see that little kid get choke slammed for being a bully yet? Yes. Dude, that was a good piece of video. There's this little kid, right? And here's the story behind it. Now, I can't verify this, but I can tell you what I saw. The story behind it is apparently this little kid, and he's like 11, 12, maybe 13, probably 12, right? That age. He was apparently messing with cars at the local public park. And some dude who knew him went over there and was like, "Hey, quit fucking with people's cars." And the kid just like goes up to him, and he's like a little white kid. He's like, "You don't tell me what to do, fuck you," blah 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 blah. And he's standing all in his face like he's gonna beat this guy up. And the dude is like twice. It's obvious, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to provoke this dude into doing something to him. And the dude's like on the phone with the guy's dad, or trying to get a hold of his family. He calls somebody that knows the kid, and he's like, "Hey, you might want to come down here and get your kid. He's acting a fool, blah, blah, blah." The dude remains remarkably cool. Well, this kid keeps bumping into him with his chest, and he's like, "What are you going to do?" Won't get out of his way. He's doing that thing where, like, when he tries to turn around and walk somewhere else, the kid runs around and gets in his way again. And the dude, the only interaction he has with him the whole time is, "You better get out of my way, kid." But he doesn't do anything. He stays on the phone. Kid keeps getting in his way. And then finally the dude gets fed up and he's going to walk away. So he starts walking through the kid. It's like, "Get out of my way, kid." And the kid's like, "No, no, no, no." He's getting pushed back, and they struggle for a second. And the kid keeps like chest bumping him. And the dude just like literally with one hand grabs him and flings him to the ground. And he just lands head first and flops over, and he starts crying immediately. Like it's one of the most fucking like cathartic videos you'll ever watch. You should try and find it on YouTube, dude. I'm telling you, it's gold standard.
Oh yeah.
It's total gold standard, dude.
All right. I'm curious.
If that kid was not white, you would be on the kid's side. No, I wouldn't. I would be on the fucking dude's side that choke slammed the little shit. I don't know what it's called. I saw it this morning on Twitter. Somebody, and I didn't retweet it because I don't really retweet shit, but I mean, I do, but I never think to. But yeah, I could probably find it. Yeah, it's gold. It really is a nugget of gold. Because that dude, he has the patience of Buddha until the last second, and then the fucking tiger comes out. And he warned the kid like so many times. He's like, "You better get out of my way, kid. Anyway, can you send somebody down here to get this? I'm telling you, kid, get out of my way. Can you send somebody to get him? I'm telling you, you better get out of my way." It's just like it has such a great arc. It ends so great. The kid just squeals and starts crying immediately, and then it's just like poetic. He's such a big man until somebody pushes him out of the way too hard. Oh yeah, the kid does start hitting him. You're right. I forgot that part. Right at the end, when the dude's trying to go inside of a building, the kid starts throwing punches at him, and the dude laughs. He's like, "Oh yeah." He blocks every ham-fisted attempt at a punch. And then the kid gets a little too close to landing one, and the dude defends himself. And immediate tears. Oh man, it was beautiful. He does. He squeals like a pig when he hits the ground. He's like, I can't even do the squeaker voice. My voice stopped doing that in the 6th grade. But imagine that, but pitch shifted about 2 octaves up. It's like, oh, what happened to that chest puffed out big man syndrome that was throwing big overhand rights that were getting blocked with one hand over and over again? I love that video, man. I gotta find it and watch it again after this. Dude, I'm totally down. That video is a work of fucking art. Oh, there you go, dude. There's a lighter. Yeah, I wish I would have just retweeted it. I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's somebody I followed liked it, so I'll go back and I'll find it and send it to you. Because it's on my Twitter somewhere. Violence solves everything, Paul. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a pacifist though.
It sounds like the dude was trying to resolve shit.
Oh, dude. Like I said, he's got the patience of the Buddha. It's like a 3-minute long video and 3 minutes of withering abuse and honest physical assault. So, yeah, dude. Was it a principal? No. It was just a dude hanging out at the park, and his side of the story is, and I tend to believe that because the kid was acting like a total fucking douche. But this dude's side of the story is he saw that kid fucking around with somebody's car in the parking lot that he knew wasn't his, and told him, "Hey, stop fucking around with that car." And the kid just came up and got in his face. So I don't, take that with a grain of salt. That's one side of the story, but the other side of the story will come from a squealing little prepubescent squeaker who used the fact that he was a kid to try and physically abuse a dude who finally got fed up and tossed him to the ground like a squealing ragdoll pig.
Is this the one?
Yep, that's the one. Yellow shirt, yep. That's the one. Oh man, it's such a great video, dude. You want to see it? Well, you can't. What's the title, TJ?
Best kid gets karma, kid fights man, gets chokeslammed.
Okay, well, there you go. Thanks, chat. People are copy pastaing it, so. My child didn't do nothing. Yeah, this guy will probably go to jail for this or something, or be fined or sued civilly for this. Because you don't raise a little monster like that without catering to its every whim.
This kid is a retard.
Yeah. It's great. Oh man. The sounds of a squeaker.
That kid fucking sucks, dude.
I mean, just the sound, dude. The sound alone.
What a little bitch.
I know. Just he was relying on the he won't hit me because I'm a kid principle. So I'm just gonna get you to do whatever the fuck I want. Dude didn't even use like excessive force either. He just dumped the kid on the ground like he should have. I hope this dude doesn't pay a dime in fines or anything for this. That video is way, way, way exonerates him in my opinion. Yeah, you were trying to punch him, you little bitch.
I mean, like, he used, like, really, like, you can see in the video, he uses, like, very minimal force.
Oh, yeah. He didn't go over the top. He could have killed that fucking kid. One-handed. He just shoved him to the ground. Kid landed wrong. Because he's a retard.
This kid sucks.
Earth was mistake. You're so right, Ilamau, dude. You're the rightest. You know what? If you start banning people, I'm gonna rescind this, but enjoy your wrench, Ilamau. That was a wrench-winning comment for me. I rarely am that tickled by one of you people, so.
You gave him a wrench?
Oh, yeah, he's wrenched. Now, if he starts banning people, I'll fix it and shit. Yeah, be good. Use your discretion, Ilamau. But come on, buddy. That was that was good.
Do you have a lighter?
Yes.
Pretty sure I didn't get anything out of this.
Yes, dude, yes.
I've waited too long watching this kid get fucking...
Oh, man. Isn't that not a great, satisfying video, though?
It is.
We gotta flash fried that, dude.
Oh, it's going on the show.
Yeah, we gotta flash fried that. That's too beautiful.
Not only that, we should start like a GoFundMe to reward this guy for fucking doing that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like if he does face legal jeopardy, I'd definitely throw $20 at a GoFundMe for his defense, because I think that motherfucking videotape exonerates him completely. That little shit, he was more than patient with that little turd. And it was more than fucking judicious in the use of force to stop the little kid from doing what he was doing.
That kid was a fucking asshole.
What's the longest you ever grew your hair out? The longest for me would have been when I was really young. Like, my mom didn't cut my hair for, I think, the first 3 years of my life. So I had this and I was super, like, platinum blonde, like TJ, but, like, even lighter than that when I was a baby. So I had this really long mane of super duper, towhead blonde. That has slowly but surely left and become this brown, red, whatever this is, graying now. But yeah, that's probably the longest. The longest in recent memory, though, just look at my early Cinema for Cynics videos. My hair was very curly, but when I straightened it out, it was well past my shoulders at that point. So it's pretty long. It's just curly as fuck. Like, when my hair gets that long. I don't know. I kind of like it, though. I look at pictures of myself then, and, I look at myself now. I'm not saying I look better that way, but I liked that look, on me. Yeah, a lot of people have told me it looks stupid or whatever the fuck, but I like the way I look then, in some ways. There's some days are better than others, obviously, but when my hair was really long, I kind of liked it. In comparison to now, and in comparison to bald Paul, so whatever. I'm just gonna do that again.
Bald is pretty convenient.
I mean, yeah, that's what'll happen if when I'm singing a different tune, 2 years from now, and being like, man, this fucking long hair shit is for the birds. I'm just gonna go bald. Bald is really awesome.
I'll tell you, like,
Go.
I haven't had it in a while, but like with long hair, like I've definitely had numerous thoughts of like, goddamn, time to cut this fucking hair.
I mean, you've done it in the
This
past.
fucking hair, god damn it.
You got that
Pain in the
lighter.
ass, I hate it. And I'm like, I don't really hate it though. I like the one.
Dude, I know. Dude, Chelsea is standing in the way of you doing something crazy with your hair. Because I think, like, without her, you might do something crazy, like shave half your head. That'd be cool. Dude, if I had hair as long as yours, if I was gonna shave my head or do something different, I'd do something crazy first.
Yeah.
Like, next time, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Like, I joked about it the last time I had long hair, but ended up just opting for the shave. We should have just done a mohawk or something, dude.
Dude, I'll do something weird. I'll do something crazy with my hair if you fucking.
You really want the Admiral fucking Burnside
Dude, I want it so
beard
fucking
on
bad,
me.
Dude, I want it so fucking bad. Fair trade, though. Fair trade.
So what do you do with your hair then? Like, what define crazy? Like, shave it all off?
Let me
Shave half your head? Have just like a big fucking flop over of hair?
I'll do like
A big ass mohawk with Liberty spikes.
Maybe.
You know how much that those are hard to put up. You got to use a lot of fucking sticky ass hair gel. Dinor, get down.
Yeah. But like, I mean, if I was getting a mohawk, I'd probably just wear it back most of the time, you know?
Right.
I just don't know what, I don't know.
Well, you'll have to figure out what, because there's a very clearly defined what I got to do, and I'm not adverse to the subject here.
Alright, I'll fucking figure out what exactly I'm offering in return.
Yeah, what are your limits?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll give you a few options for what I can do.
All right. Yeah. Well,
But
think about it.
I want the fucking Burnside, dude.
Well, like I said, dude, I'll fucking do it. If what you're willing to do with your hair is crazy enough.
Yeah.
Because I'll never, like, if I want to grow this beard back after that, I'll have to shave all of it.
Do you know what we should do? No, maybe I'll tell you in private so the chat doesn't get in on it.
Okay, cool. You got a good idea.
Yeah, but I want to run it by you without their. Because
yeah.
If I say it out loud, they're all immediately gonna want it really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want that pressure on us to do it.
Well, like I can pause them so they can't hear us, and you can tell me real quick.
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right, nobody go anywhere. I'm just pausing the stream.
Pause. Someday there will be effort.
Okay, I like that. Pause my ass. Okay, look, dude, the unbelievers, the ones that shun the advice. Oh yeah, dude, if we flesh it out, it'd be great. But I'm willing, dude, as long as like what you're doing is of commensurate craziness, because I've been thinking about doing some, either just letting this beard go and never trimming it, or doing something radical to it. And I really like that Burnside look. I think it would be kind of a cool thing. Not a lot of people have that. So, I don't know though, dude. Should I do it? Well, whatever. I guess I'd be willing to do it if you're willing to do some crazy shit in return.
Yeah. Well, let me just figure out what I'm going to do.
Yeah. But we can, we'll make it cool. Don't do it, dude. All it means is like if I get sick of maintaining that, which that honestly would not be super hard for me to maintain.
Yeah, you just have to shave one part of your face
Right.
a lot and trim occasionally.
Right. I mean, I could even let that get stubbly. You know, I wouldn't even have to shave every day.
Well, yeah.
You know, but it does, like, I would have to probably shave every other day to keep it looking somewhat decent.
I have an idea too. Like, I want to at some. It'd be funny to like get my mustache braid it in my long ass fucking eyebrow hairs, and have like a square, and then grow out my fucking unibrow that's always trying to come in anyway, and then I just have like this weird
Hair square.
hair on my
Yeah.
face from the top of my lip to my eyebrows.
Dude, that's cool.
It would look so fucking. I've never seen anyone do it, so it'd be a totally unique, original hairstyle that I could fucking take dubious credit for, or
Yeah.
blame for in that case, probably.
Yeah.
But,
The T-jectangle.
Yeah.
Shave all the hair. No. Boo. No. This is a cool beard, so if I do something with it, it should look cool. And I think that because think about it, like what we're talking about is the Admiral Burnside look would be like, I got a big full beard here. I wouldn't cut any of this back, The only shit that's going is starting like right at the corners of my mouth, all the way down. That whole chunk of hair right there. And I can't really separate my beard because it's real thick. But yeah, that little section of hair right there is gone. And so I've still got these crazy mutton chops on both sides. A decent stash blending into those chops. A soul patch. And nothing else. Might even get rid of the soul patch. I don't know. I'll see how it looks both ways, but I like the soul patch because it hides the whole. Yeah, let me just show them real quick. So I would shave less of my chin though than him. I think of more of a straight down approach because he has, less chops than I would have. I want the chops to remain resplendent all the way down. Yeah, I don't know. I could play with it and trim it back if need be to make it look like his, but the Lilburn Boggs. Yeah, did Lilburn Boggs have that beard too?
Let's see. I forget what his facial hair was. I knew he had it.
Do it at 100 likes and the likes are at 99.
No, he really didn't have any facial hair, actually. He just had some kind of sideburns.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck Lilburn Boggs. Fuck Lilburn Boggs. Shave the mustache and go for the Lincoln look. No, 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 no. The mustache stays. I'm not willing. Like, I'm willing to do that because I think it would look cool. I wish I wasn't wearing a goddamn black shirt today. So it was because it's pretty fucking dark over here. But phew, right there, Gorn. No chin pubes, but all this mustache stays. All this fucking crazy ass sideburn shit that I've got just stays big and floofy. Yeah, dude, it's time for that look to come back. And then the long hair, dude. I would look.
How ballsy that dude was, too, like. Because that was not like a hair. It's like not really a haircut anyone had.
Yeah,
Like,
he invented it.
he's like, yeah, I do my shit totally different than everyone else on Earth.
Yep.
Okay. And like, really, there's still ain't. There's no one else doing it. Like, there's not many. People
And like, I can't be accused of racism because he was a Union admiral or whatever the fuck he was. So,
There you go.
you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be like, oh, you trying, no. It's Admiral Burnside, dude, fought for the Union. Toot toot.
I had family on both sides.
I have no idea. I have no idea what my family did in the Civil War. I'm pretty sure I had a rebel ancestor.
Had a Union general ancestor, and I don't know for a fact that my southern side of my family fought in the Civil War, but I know that there was like slave owners.
Right.
Like my great grand. I don't know if twice great or three times great grandfather was a slave owner. I owned like 6 slaves.
My family's roots are, I know, in Arkansas and Missouri. My dad, Missouri, my mom, Arkansas, and Texas on her side as well. So those 3 areas. But yeah, I don't know. Like, so there's a real good chance that somebody in my family tree fought in the Civil War and probably on the rebel side of things. I don't know of any northern lines of relatives of mine at all.
Your family's from the South, aren't they?
As far as I've been able to trace it, and my mom actually looked into it a lot deeper and would be able to answer better. But yeah, I mean, my family started on her side with the immigration of my great 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 grandfather McBean from Ireland. So started in Ireland, and that's where most of my fucking genetics are from. But yeah, as far as like the Parkey family and the blended family of my mom's, yeah, pretty southern on both sides of the family. But yeah, I don't know any specifics about any of my relatives. It's hard to find records and stuff because the name has changed like on both sides of the family. Parkey is derivative of like Parker and um, just Park. So it's a really Irish name.
I think my shit stayed pretty consistent, but I don't really know. I know that on my mom's side, the whole McPherson line is pretty much what it is.
Yeah. On my mom's side, it was McBean, and then Bean, and then, well, just that part of her lineage stayed Bean, and then her real maiden name, like that's also derivative of another name. So a lot of name changing, a lot of immigrants. I know that a lot of my relatives moved to California during the Dust Bowl. That I know. Um, but beyond that, I don't like. I wish I knew more. I have this fable that I was told by my grandfather, who was a tremendous bullshitter about my. Now I knew I did have a great grandfather Everett who what lived in old West times. My granddad's granddad, right? And he told me the story, and I share Everett's name, Everett Parkey's name, as my middle name. So he was telling me about his granddad, my great granddad, and he used to spin yarns about him. And I mean, he basically portrayed him as kind of a dude that lived on the edges of the law, kind of an outlaw. Said he was hung for robbery and lived kind of a pretty long, pretty brutal life in the old West. But managed to raise a family while he did it. So whether or not any of that is true, yeah, fucking got me. But that's what I was told, and that's all I know about the dude who I'm named after. Because my dad tells me, yeah, well, I've heard the same thing Grandpa tells you. So I don't know. It's like, all right. The great grandson of an outlaw. I don't know that that's true. So I don't know. Fake news. You could probably find your full genealogy in Mormon genealogy records. Maybe. I mean, do they do that for people that aren't? Because I don't have any Mormonism in my family. Like, I don't know of any distant relatives or cousins or anybody that's ever been affiliated with Mormonism. Everybody, they do? That's crazy, man. Wow. Can you, like, do you have to pay them to request it? Somebody said, yes, we do. There's like a Mormon chilling. That's cool. Just go to the Scientology Center and they'll tell you for $2,000. Oh, okay, that sounds like a deal. They do genealogy for baptisms for the dead. Well, can you request it from them though? Can you like pay them a fee and get your genealogy from them? I don't care if they baptize me after I'm like I have a preference for how I would like to be remembered, but I know that that's not going to be honored by people. It never is. Um, so I really don't. I don't even bother telling people about it because it's just like you're gonna do whatever you want to do with my body. You're gonna treat it however you want to treat it. I'm gonna be gone. I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna be here to protest it. So, unless Return of the Living Dead is right and you can feel yourself rotting in your grave, barring that, remote possibility, I don't give a fuck. I would prefer to be cremated and dumped in the ocean, the Pacific Ocean somewhere. And if people did that for me, I would consider myself well remembered. I don't want no funeral. I don't want none of that bullshit. That's all dog shit. Just take me on a boat, throw me in the ocean, put me in a coffee can like Donnie. Don't even pay for an urn, man. Put me in a coffee can like Donnie, who loved bowling. A good man. Now, the chances of those wishes actually genuinely being carried out in any way, very slim. I'll probably have a creepy ass funeral where it's open casket and I'm dressed in a tuxedo and clean shaven and I'm not even gonna look like myself. And it's gonna be weird and gross. And then they're gonna embalm me and put me in some grave near my fucking grandparents or something, which is the furthest from anything that I want. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to end up happening to my body because people, like I said, people's last wishes are very rarely fucking honored. Is that in your will? I don't have a will. Yeah, I should write a will.
You gonna write a will?
Yeah, I probably should. I mean, it's important to have that shit lined out. You know, maybe that'll make sure that my wishes are granted.
All right.
I'll be like, you know, it'll be brief. It'll be to the point. It'll be like, you know, I want no fucking ceremony. I want no service. I want no great expense other than travel to anybody who wishes to attend. I want my remains to be fucking burned and taken to the Pacific Ocean and dumped. Period. I'd smoke your ashes, man. Oh, that's cool, dude. That's cool, dude. Nobody would salt their land with your remains, Paul. You're right, man. I got nothing to worry about. Yeah, I've got this weird, like, morbid fascination with death that I inherited directly from my mother, who has an incredibly morbid preoccupation with her own death. She has been preparing me for the day that she dies since I was about 8 years old, and probably before that. I just don't remember. I have heard the story of what my mother wants at her funeral and her remembrance and all of that more times than the last time I was in town. I just got to tell this. The last time I was in town to visit mom, she listened. She handed me her phone and had me listen to the song that she wants at her funeral. She'd made a change, and you know, so she wanted me to know what song she wanted at her funeral. And it wasn't even a weird moment. It was just par for the course. I was just like, all right, well, that'll be the song. Go on. Go on. That's not morbid. It's called planning ahead. Okay. Well, whatever. What song was it? I don't know. It's in her will. She added it to her will. I don't remember what the song was. It was some like pseudo Christian music. She's on a Christian kick lately. I mean, she's always been a Christian, but she's on a more church going kick lately. So it was something like that. Does she feel bad at all for always telling her son about? I don't even think she knows it's a problem. Like, I mean, I guess it is. It really isn't at this point. Like, I've integrated it into part of how I interact with her. So it's not something that I spend a whole lot of time wringing my hand. I mean, it might have had some weird effect on me, but if it did, I don't know it. Other than I share the same kind of, but almost the opposite. Whereas my mom wants this kind of lavish party thrown in her honor. I want the opposite of that. I want people to just fucking get together. Whoever's willing to fucking come can come, and whoever doesn't can be guilt-free. I don't care who's there. I just want my ashes to be, I want what I am here now, the physical matter, yeah, to be reduced to ashes and thrown in the fucking ocean, where it will nourish, hopefully, the next cycle of life that comes after Earth fucking shakes us off like a dog shakes off fleas. I don't want to play tug, dude. You need to drop it. Drop it. All right. Well, fuck you then. Go. Hey, go on. Fuck off. Both of you. I was willing to play fetch with you two idiots, but I'm not playing tug of war. All day long, every day long, the dogs are driving me mad, mad, mad. The dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs are driving me mad. The dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs are driving me mad. The cat, the cat, the cat, the cat, the cat is driving me mad. And the dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs, the dogs are making me so mad. Get the fucking slop. God. Please, I don't want the slobber toy. I don't want it. Go on, both of you. Go play with it together. Go play tug of war with each other's toys. That sounded really homoerotic, and it wasn't intended like that. The cat, the cat, the cat, the cat, the cat is scratching my ass. Fuck, man. It's just it's the background. I mean, whatever. I love animals. But even animal lovers, you understand that it's annoying living in close quarters with so many personalities and shit. And I really don't want to be. Look at this thing they keep trying to hand me. I want to show you this thing. This used to be a toy of Yujiro's when he was a puppy. Yujiro's an old man. And then Yujiro lost interest in it, and it was given to Sal when Sal was a puppy. And Sal lost interest in it, and now it's just a general toy in the house, but now Dinor is obsessed with it. This is disgusting. It's shimmering with dog slobber. And Dinor, hold on, let me show you what's happening here. I'm going to show you guys my life, all right? I'm holding this fucking thing. I'm talking to you guys about it, right? Here's Dinor. Can you see him? No, get down. Look at him. It's so dark in here. I wish I could turn on the lights without standing up. But you get the drift. Oh, look. And there's the cat. The cat. The cat. The cat. The cat is driving me mad. And here's Dinor. And here's Sal now. Now watch what happens when I throw this. Dinor's going to growl. And Sal is going to win. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Dinor growls. Salvador wins. And so the eternal game goes on. I don't want it anymore, guys. We played a fetch. Thank you. Go on, please. Go lay down. Both of you, go on. Where's the bearded dragon? They're all here, man. Look, there's the kitty. There's Skitty Scat. Squeaky. Squeako! That's the Skitty. And then over there is Nova, the beardy. So all the animals are here right now. All the fucking animals. All the filthy animals are here. Oh. Whoa, what the fuck? I'm thirsty as hell. Thank goodness I got this. Crystal Light. How many do you have altogether? We've got 2 doggies. We've got Dinor and Salvador. Salvador's big, Dinor's medium. We've got Squeaks the cat, a.k.a. Skitty, a.k.a. Alvarez, a.k.a. whatever the fuck else. And he's a juvenile still, but he's growing. Like every day I see him, I'm like, how the fuck are you that big? So he's going to be a huge monster. He already is a huge monster. He's just in kitten form right now. So that's 3. And then Nova, who is a bearded dragon and honestly the most chill person in this house. Nova is my favorite. I see, why Chelsea wanted to get Nova. Nova is a totally placid being. She's totally cool. She's totally chill, totally content. I mean, most of her life is spent sleeping and basking on her hot rock and in her enclosure, eating fresh food that gets cut up. I mean, she's an awesome animal. I love it when she's out and about, because she just basically finds one person in the room and clings to them and just kind of sits with you. And she's awesome for that. Like Nova will sit with you the whole time you watch a movie. You know, I'm not saying any of the other animals are horrible, but I'm telling you, Nova is the chillest motherfucker in this house. Dinor, I told you guys, I don't want the slobber, disgusting rubber. I don't know what that is. Fleshlight, dog fleshlight. Go on, go on, get down, or stay up there, but stay over there. I don't want it. You guys go play or something, man. You're here together. Anyway. Wish I could play that Calliope music right now, because it's basically, that would be the soundtrack of my life. And the only one not contributing to that Calliope is sweet little Nova over there, just basking on the rock in the sun with her arms flapped back, not a care in the world. Ever get Nova and Squeaks to play together? Nova doesn't play. Nova doesn't play. She's chill. She's way more chill than any of these other animals. She doesn't play. She doesn't have a concept of that. So no. But Squeaks and Nova have been out together and they're fine. Nova's pretty chill with all the animals in here. Dinor, I think, is not even aware that Nova is alive 90% of the time. When she's out, he just disregards her like she's not even there most of the time. Salvador is kind of interested in her, but, he wants to sniff and then he'll go on about his business. Squeaks seemed pretty disinterested, so. Well, my way to die is also the best way to get as far away from humanity for as long as possible until someone or something, whatever, finds my corpse or molecules of me. Okay? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, bruh, but whatever. Have fun. Maybe because lizards aren't very intelligent and aren't mentally capable of playing or having fun. That's probably true. But Nova is awesome. I really appreciate reptiles. I think that once Ashley and I get like a pad of our own, an apartment or a little house or something somewhere of our own, I think the only type of pet that I would add to the menagerie would be a reptile of some sort. I've always wanted a chameleon, and maybe I'd end up doing that. What the fuck? I thought Nova was a dog. No, Nova is a bearded dragon. She's a tangerine bearded dragon. Dinor, I don't want the slobber ball, please. Go chew your chewy. Go on. I don't want to play slobber ball with you. That's gross. That's for you and Salvador to fight over. I don't want it. Lay down. Lay down. No, I don't want this. In fact, you know what? It's gone now. Now it's gone. Now there's no slobber ball. Because look, Sal's being chill. Sal's chilling. Sal's chilling. No, go lay down. Go on. Yeah, Sal got the hint. He's chilling. Dinor, though, has zero chill. He's still... look at him. This is my life, dude. Look at him. I'm going to give you guys a look. Perfect. Perfect timing. No, I was just showing them how fucking retarded Dinor is, and right as I started showing him, you opened the door, and they got the best display of all. That was just TJ coming in from his own backyard having a smoke, and Dinor feels the need to bark that aggressively and that fucking vociferously. He's a motherfucker. You're a motherfucker, Dinor. No, go, go. You're not getting that toy back. I'm sick of you dropping that slobbery, disgusting fucking doggy fleshlight on me. I don't want it. I hope somebody throws it away. Man, I've just been like riffing for the last 10 minutes while you've been out there on the fucking menagerie that is our life now.
Yeah.
It's just like we live with a bunch of wild animals that are just running the joint, dude. We have a tiger. We've got an attack dog over there fighting the tiger. We've got a retarded little gremlin munchkin thing that is in need of constant attention, or else it will whine and bark and cry. All it wants to do is play fetch. And then we've got like a bearded dragon that's the wise sage animal of the group. The fuck? Like, I gotta show them this. Look at this fucking nonsense going on right here. Look at this nonsense. Look at this goddamn tomfoolery going on over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. I know they're having fun. Their fun comes at the expense of the house being a jingling, whining, slobber-covered mess. Get out of here. You're not getting it back. I tucked that fucking ball away under my ass, and you'll get it when I get up. I'm done. Do you even... Is this registering with you? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? The ball that you're so desperate for right now that I have tucked behind me? That ball is not going to ever be yours until I get up. I'm done playing with it. Now, look, you're not going to go lick TJ's hand as a side endeavor. No, that's not going to happen. Look. See? Nope. Get down. Get down. Get down. That's not going to be what you do in place of obsessing over the ball. You're going to have to find something else to obsess over. Something that involves something somewhere else. And look at this. Look at this tomfoolery now. Salvador has now mounted the couch and is chasing the cat over the curtains. The cat is literally climbing the curtains. It's the island of Dr. Moreau, dude. It's gone crazy. The idiots have taken over. The idiots have taken over.
Too many animals.
Fuck me, man. Dinor is playing Paul and TJ like a fiddle. Dinor knows what he's doing. I know he does, dude. He's right back at it, trying to do. He's like, all right, either ball or lick hand. Ball, lick hand. All right, what angle can I approach to lick hand? What angle can I approach to ball? Ball, lick hand. Lick hand. Lick. No, okay, no. All right, ball. No, ball. It's a million other toys laying around here. The house is huge. He could go anywhere he wants. If I let him outside, he'd just be bringing me shit, slobbery shit, to throw. Why don't you keep them outside? Because it's hot as fuck out there, and they're just inside animals, man. We let them out. They get to run around and be shit heels when they have to, but...
Yes.
Get Dinor tired as shit so he can't do anything. I mean, I'll try. Boo.
Fucking sales calls.
Yeah. Sounds like a dog a dookie. Sounds like a dog a dookie. Play fetch. Play fetch with Nova. Throw her for Dynor to collect. Dude, Nova's pretty badass though. She's got this like, she can jump from big heights and land flat on her belly. Like they're adapted for that shit. That's how they get around in the craggly rocks in the desert. So she's done it a few times. Like she takes a flying leap and all her limbs go out to the side and she just lands right on her belly, just like. So Nova's pretty awesome, man. I was just telling them how Nova's the most chill person in this house by a country mile. Nova is one with the rhythm of life. Yes? No? You know your dog loves you when they lay with you after they eat. Dynor never wants to lay with us though. That's just a thing about him. Like he was never down to be a lap dog. Like sometimes he will when he's real tired, but most of the time Dynor is a giant ball of completely inexhaustible energy. And he doesn't really like to be handled unless it's in furtherance of playing with him in some way. When he was a puppy, it was biting your hand constantly. And we tried to break him of that, and it took us a long time to break him of like constantly gnawing on our hands when we put them on him. But now he's replaced that obsession with bringing us slobbery fucking toys constantly, whatever it is. That nasty ball that I showed you, this bone thing that's up here on the fucking table, this rubber bone that Salvador is like completely destroyed. You can't even tell it's a bone. It just looks like a big dick from this angle. But whatever, it looks like a big dick, and look, it does, dude. This is the worst angle on that bone. It just looks like a big veiny dick and balls from here. But yeah, that used to be a big plastic bone. Now it's just a big dog dildo. But Dinor will grab that and drop it on me. There's like these fucking stuffed animals that Sal has ripped all the guts out of. Um, and they're just like basically rags now. He'll bring me those constantly. So Dinor has just never been, he's always been kind of a high strung, anxiety ridden personality, and there's not a lot I think that I could do.
Don't you forget about dying. Don't you forget about your friend death. Don't you forget that you will.
He gets it from daddy. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know how much truth there is to that, but they do say, they do say that people's personality flaws are often reflected in their dogs. And if that's true, then I can definitely see a little bit of not necessarily his frenetic, inexhaustible energy, but the anxieties that are clearly behind it. I can tell whatever his little mind is just racked with constant, like, I don't even know what conceptually what he understands or how he frames it, but I just know his little brain is constantly abuzz with, like, and I know how that feels. Dinor just needs to get stoned. I mean, he probably has gotten contact highs hanging out with me, but I don't think it's ever helped, really. He needs exercise. He gets exercise. He gets, like, constant exercise. Yeah. Like, the dude is constantly exercising. He's constantly outside. He's constantly running around. He's like, like, I could take him out right now and use the time I've got between now and the show and just play fetch with Dynor. He would eventually get tired and lay down, but 15 minutes later, he'd be exactly as he is now. I'm just keeping it real with you. It's not a fucking... Yeah, I need to get him like a treadmill or some shit. Check super chats. Okay, I'll do that. Hey, Paul, blazing it tonight, Highdeology style for the first time in over a year. This is one for you and the dudes. One question, though. Will you ever do a Richard the Iceman Kuklinski DFF? I mean, it's not in our near future, but I don't see why not. It'd probably be a pretty good DFF. He's got an interesting life, pretty gory and creepy, and I don't know, good DFF fodder. Is that the only one, or did I miss another one? Let me see. Super chat bullshit. Okay, yeah, I got that one. I'm not sure under what conditions they give you the data, but I remember my dad using their computers for some records. Quintessential brat scream, yeah. Okay, baptisms for the dead. Got it. So let me see. Hold on. What did you say about getting it? I'm not sure under what conditions they give you the data, but I remember my dad using their computers for some records. Okay. Well, I mean, it might be an interesting thing. I don't know. I've never been super interested in it, but I'm interested enough to want to know like who my most recent ancestors were and what they got up to if I could. Especially Everett Parkey. I'd like to know if my grandpa's tall tales about him are true or if it's just another bullshit story like the Indian princess story I got for my mom.
Yeah, pretty much everyone. I've had so many people that have that, and they got the DNA test done and just showed they didn't have any, like, you know.
Just none. Like I have literally none.
Yeah, it was just a bullshit story that someone in your family was like,
Yep.
let's pretend someone in our family had something real interesting life.
It's like fashionable, I think, it's at one point to have a little Indian in you.
We're Cherokee. Oh yeah, it totally is, dude. Unless we're like, yeah, the Cherokee Nation, man, I was part of it. My family was part of it.
But yeah, dude, your wifey is fucking the legit item, though, right? She's got legitimate Indian ancestry, right? Or does she not know?
They claim that, and there's some registry that has some family thing, but the DNA. I mean, and those tests are just novelty things. They're not real, like, accurate. So I mean, it's possible.
Sure. Oh, I thought because she told me she's got Indian. She's got Cherokee or some shit.
She does have some. I don't know if it's, but like her main thing that was probably that she had black ancestry.
Oh yeah.
Sub-Saharan African ancestry.
That's crazy.
Negro, dude.
Oh man, dude, you're dating a Negroid? A Caucasioid and a Negroid together? The universe will tear itself apart at the seams on Space Race. Caucasioids. Oh shit, I'm still on Super Chat. Let's go to Top Chat. Super fly, super duper fly. Give TJ badass intro inspirational speech. What?
Give TJ speech.
What? TJ is a Neanderthal. You won't get any argument from me. He's the smartest Neanderthal. The last of his tribe. The last of his tribe. Dinor, I'm being real with you, dude. You need to lay down and chill. Or go occupy yourself. Fucking go play with Sal. Go run around with him. Aren't we all Neanderthals? I mean, there are some people that don't have any Neanderthal DNA, I guess.
There's some. Not many people, though.
Yeah, but most of us have a smattering of it on a sliding scale.
Paul, when you did yours, were you more than the average person or less Neanderthal?
I ended up less.
Me too.
But I had the one that was associated with having less back hair, and that's true. I don't have like a big pelt on my back. I've just got like patchy back hair, you know.
Back here's one that I would never want to have. Yeah, like maybe I think everyone has a little bit at least, but not.
Yeah. But yeah, it said I had less than the average person. So, how did you guys come out on Neanderthal?
I think I was like 80% less than most people.
Yeah. How do you remember what yours was, babe?
Mine's pretty high Neanderthal.
Yeah, Ashley's a Neander, dude.
You guys are mixed and Paul.
Yeah.
Paul don't have enough.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you guys, dude. I like them hot ass Neanderthals.
Paul's got a tag fetish, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. That's why I clubbed Ashley over the head and dragged her into my cave, dude. Drove to Texas with a club.
I couldn't tell you. I have an app. I know.
Oh yeah,
it's
you can
hot
probably
now.
tell mine too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have you on my app.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, I could log on.
Oh wait, I have the app, but I'm using my phone. I'm getting a new phone, by the way.
Oh, finally?
Yeah.
Did you order one or did you talk to?
The company's actually getting one because I'm using it so much. So I guess all our cell phones are going to be kind of a company expense. So I'm moving to Verizon.
Okay. Alright. Neanderthal. Okay, so I have more Neanderthal variants than 70% of customers.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. Get off the fucking get down.
No table, man. I'll tell you 10 times, dude.
Dude. Fuck you.
Verizon sucks. Not worse than Sprint. It don't.
Yeah.
I've been at the bottom of the barrel pretty much. I've been with Sprint for 7 years or more. Probably way longer than that, actually. Probably over 10 years now.
You actually don't have very much less than I do.
Oh, really? I have more Neander?
No, I have more, but not only by like 11.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
so I
we're
have-
both
I
Neanderthals
have
then.
289 variants.
That's why I like the hot Neanderthals then.
I have 289 variants and you have 278.
Damn, so we're pretty close.
Yeah, the highest.
Paul, what the fuck did he
Keeping the
Yeah.
cave beasts alive. Hoot, hoot.
yourself, dude? You're
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty low.
I thought I was. I looked at that thing, but I haven't looked at it in a while.
When I fucking found out that they have to, mine updated because they periodically do that.
Yeah.
I actually have Danish ancestry. I never had any fucking clue about that shit.
That's cool.
The
Yeah, it'd be
highest
cool.
person on 23andMe has 397 variants.
Like, that's just basically a Neanderthal walking around.
It says that for me, it accounts for less than 4% of my overall DNA.
So you're 4% a Neanderthal.
I guess
And I'm
so.
right in that
Less
same
than-
zone.
Yeah. I can see yours because I guess we're like connected.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I logged on and let you connect with me or whatever. So that's
yeah,
cool.
my ancestry updated too, and my Scandinavian is like Norway. It's from Norway. Like,
Or thing.
yeah.
Norwegian.
I wish I had known. My ancestors came apparently on the Mayflower for something from Norway. Yeah, I don't know, some shit like that.
Most of yours is like British and Irish or Northwestern European.
Yep. British, Irish, French, and German.
Yeah, I mean, I have
Yeah,
all
I'm
that
first
too.
the same, except the fucking weird. I have like 2% Iberian, then 1% Jew.
I had some weird stuff in there too, like, but I had 0%. Like my Caucasian was 100%.
The same.
Yeah.
Me too.
So, but yeah, no, I had. There's a bunch of stuff in the weirder, like smaller variants.
For me, it's 45.5% British and Irish. And then the next is French and German at 17.7, and then it's Norwegian at 10.8.
I think I had like less than 0.01%, like
Here, let me look.
broadly Asian, which could account for like American Indian or fucking.
Well, if you had 1%, that actually would be a lot. If you actually look back at like your lineage.
Oh, yeah.
1% is not that much.
Yeah, it's like it was less than
That's like
0.01%
Yeah.
broadly Asian or whatever. So it's like some distant ancestor of mine.
Well, a lot of that stuff, if you actually read into it, is guessing. Like,
Sure.
If you look at like the different modes on the site, 23andMe, like if you go like strict interpretation, it's like then you'll see like very. Like they're pretty much like we don't really know. We know you're
Right.
probably European. You probably came from this fucking migration group.
Yeah.
You're 57% British and Irish.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're more
Whatever
Irish.
you want to do with it, it's fine.
Right.
Just put my suggestions.
And then what else am I there?
French and German is
Yep.
27%. Your Scandinavian is 3.4.
So I had a Viking somewhere maybe.
Broadly Northwestern European is 11.4. Broadly Southern European is 0.5. Broadly European is 0.6.
So That just means that I might have like an Italian in my lineage.
Most of your British and Irish is British. It's from the United Kingdom, it says.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So UK and then Ireland and then Germany and France. So yeah.
Yeah, no Jew.
No juice.
It doesn't say if you have Asian anymore if you used to.
Yeah, when I
mean,
first
they
read
up-
it, there
they
was
update
like
it constantly.
there was like 0.01% broadly Asian or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't see any of that anymore. They might have.
So yeah, it might have updated and that's gone now. They got more accurate results back or some shit. But yeah, definitely a Brit and an Irishman and a Frenchman and a German
Yeah.
and a little bit of a Norwegian. I got a little bit of
Yeah, well, it says.
or Scandinavian, sorry.
Yeah, it says although we've detected Scandinavian DNA, we've not identified more specific locations that your recent ancestors may have called home. So they don't know exactly, but it could be anywhere: Denmark, Iceland, Norway, Sweden.
Finland.
It doesn't say Finland. I don't see Finland. Yeah, they actually started like doing it by countries a little bit.
Well, yeah, none of that is all that surprising to me.
Yeah,
Well, it is kind of cool. The last time I looked, I'd found a couple of people that are distant cousins of mine that have used it.
I found that person.
Yeah, my great grandma Sylvie, which is a name that I didn't even remember until you said it to me.
Yeah.
On my dad's side, was somebody shared that last name and was a distant cousin of mine as a member. There's a couple other ones too.
I love how, like, compared to the average 23andMe customer, your DNA relatives are 89% more likely to have worked as a lifeguard. Like all these like weird shit.
Oh yeah, that's
'Cause,
weird.
Like, they take the surveys and whatnot, so they have all
Sure.
39% less likely to have two differently sized feet.
Yeah, my feet are the same size. I don't have
Well,
weird.
this is for me.
Oh, that's for you.
Like most of my
You
relatives
could have
are
been a
in
lifeguard,
California,
dude.
Texas and Florida.
What are mine?
Let's see.
I know California is going to be strong there because for at least 2 generations my family's been there.
Your DNA family.
But Southern is in there somewhere. I don't remember what states it ended up saying, but my family were up like migrators back a few generations. They moved a lot.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Wow, Texas and California is even for you. 95 relatives in each.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty cool.
We're both like Californian and Texan mix.
Yep, both Neanderthals. Sorry, Neanderthals.
We're pretty similar, I guess.
Yeah. I got a little more British than you. You got a little more Scandinavian than me. We make a good mix, dude.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna end this shit because I don't give a fuck anymore. Goodbye, guys. See ya.